What's up, everyone? This is Jeff and Ace with Silver Squad.
What's up, fellas?
Today, we're going to roll into $200 in nickels and 500 in pennies, and we're going to be looking for Civil War nickels, buffaloes, book fillers, Wheaties, and of course, any errors or varieties we can find. Let's go off and start to make sure that we got some circulated nickels here. Double check. And it looks like we're good there with some nice circulated nickels, so we can definitely, hopefully, find some buffaloes in that. And then, let's check this one here. And it looks like we definitely have some circulated ones there. And look at that one there, Ace.
Beauty.
Nice, beautiful tone one there for you. Alright, so that's good with the nickels. Let's look for the pennies here. Just make sure. And we are good there. And last but not least, we are good there. So we are looking really good as far as circulated goes. And so if you enjoy these videos, please leave a like and a comment, especially if you think we missed something. We're going to go ahead and get this hunt started with these pennies, and we will see you when we get ready. Just opened up the box, and we've got an ender. Looks like a Canadian ender there. And then we've also got one here that says 1905 Denver, but we can't see the last digit, so it's possibly a Wheatie ender, just not 100% sure. So we're going to get into this box, guys, and we will loop you in when we find something. All right, roll number 7, and I just laid this down, and we got our first Wheatie. Let's see what the date is on that. And it looks like we have a 1948 Denver.
Holy crap.
Nice one there.
Bruh.
Bruh. And we'll keep the hunt going. Same roll. And we've got our second Wheatie. And it is a 58 Denver. Add that to the collection. And we're going to keep on hunting. Alright, that is the end of this penny box. And we ended up getting pretty good amount of wheat pennies. There's the wheat pennies there. We ended up getting a total of 25 wheat pennies. You can't go wrong with that for sure. We ended up getting a total of 5 2009s. And for those of you that aren't aware of 2009s and why they're special, I got the book out here. So in 2009, on this side here, formative years, which is the one that we have, they made 2009D. They made 363 million of these coins, right? And so, you know, a lot of you are probably like, "Hey, that's a lot of coins." But if you really look at how many are normal on normal years, you're in the billions, right? 5.6 billion, 6.4, 7.1, 6.6, right? So 6.6 billion down to, you know, 2009 year, which is in the hundreds of millions, 363 to be exact. That's a substantial amount lower, right? So that's exactly why those 2009s right here are important to keep. We also have a bunch of keepers up here. Ace is a foreign coin collector, and right there we have some Canadians. And so we went ahead and pulled those out for him. There's 3 of them there. And then we have some over here that are just very nice older coins, 76D, 65s, 68s, with really, really good strikes on them and didn't get very dirty. And then on top of that, we ended up with some coins that we are pretty positive are errored. So we have a 1960D here, and as you can see on that D, that is definitely looking like a repunched mint mark, which is known for a 1960. So we're not 100% sure if that's actually a strike doubling, We'll find out later, but we're pretty happy to find that one. And then we also have, let me change this out. We also have this 1969S, which is known for a double die. And so we took a look at it, and as you can see on that B, on the bottom left of that B, it's definitely looking like it's double punched. And then if you look up here on this N, that is definitely looking like a double die. The bottom of that G is looking like a double die. And then over here on Trust, you have the top left of that S and the left side of that T. And so definitely happy to see that 1969S double die obverse. And so we're going to go ahead and get into the next box, and we'll see what we can find. All right, everybody, about halfway through, a little over halfway through the second box. We got about 20 rolls there left. And we've got some pretty good finds. Not as many wheat pennies as the first box. So that tall stack there is the first box. This down here would be the second. We did get some wheats so far, though. We got, looks like about 5 2009s, and we actually got a different varieties of them. So that's pretty cool. We did also get 3 foreigns, and this one actually is pretty cool because it's a pretty old Canadian, 1950. So that's pretty cool. And then, of course, this coin here, as you guys all know, Ace collects tone coins and foreign, and so this one's a little both. It's pretty awesome. So we do have those, and then we also have this really old 1929S wheat cent, which is pretty cool. It is not a key date, but really old and really nice condition, no less. So that's pretty darn cool. So we'll keep on hunting and let you know what we find. All right, guys, so from the last video, we only went through 3 more rolls, and I was going through this one and got really surprised when I saw that. So we have a 1890 Indian head cent. Absolutely awesome to find one of these coin roll hunting. You don't find them very often, and boom. That's why they call us the Silver Squad. Roll number 49. And guys, I kind of freaked out. We see a Indian head. Have no idea what year. 1895 Indian head. Beauty. All right, everybody, so second penny box down, and we ended up getting a total of 7 wheat pennies. We ended up getting, looks like about 5 2009s, and we ended up getting about 7 foreigns, so that's pretty cool to get that many. Pretty happy about that. And then we ended up getting also 2 Indian heads, one of which is an 1895 right there, and this one is an 1890. So definitely very excited about those 2. Not to mention a boatload of copper, so we got that as well. And so we're going to go ahead and put this stuff away and jump right into the nickels. All right, everybody, got the nickels all laid out, ready to go. We did check to see if there were any enders, and we did not find any that we can see anyway. But we did actually get a couple that look pretty old. This one right there is really toned for Ace, so that's good. And that one right there looks really old. I checked it to see if it was a war nickel, and it wasn't. But other than that, we're going to go ahead and grab the first roll and get this started. All right, everybody, so we went through that nickel box and didn't find any buffaloes, but we did find 12 there for the from the 50s, 12 there from the 40s, 2 from the 30s. We found 1 Canadian 5 cent for Ace's collection. We found 1 for our nickel book. It's 1953. And then we found 4 to check against our nickel book. These are just really nice strikes and conditions. So we're gonna go ahead and check those against our book and start on box 2. All right, guys, roll number 24 of the second box, and I was searching this stack right here, and as you can see right there, we have a 1949, and I needed a 1949 S for my book, and that's also a key date for the Jefferson nickel, semi-key date anyway. And if you look there, there's the S. So we've got ourselves a 1949 San Francisco Jefferson nickel. Only 10 million minted. Definitely happy to find that in here. We did not get very many other things, so that's definitely a plus. And we'll add that to my book and keep the hunt going. All right, everybody, and we are back. So we went through that second nickel box. We do have some here to check against our book to see if those are going to be replacers. We got some from the 30s, 40s, and 50s that are keepers for us. The ones that weren't very good, we went ahead and threw them back. And then over here, we ended up getting that nice 1949 S, which is a semi-key date. They only minted 10 million of those, so that's actually very low. And then we found a couple 2019s, which again, or I'm sorry, 2009s, which again are very low minted coins, as you can see right here. So 2009, they only minted 46.8 million and 39.8 million instead of the 345 million or 571, 809. So on and so forth. So we did get a couple of those, which are pretty hard to find. I think this is actually the second time now that we did 2 boxes of nickels and actually got 2, so you get 1 per box about. So pretty happy with that. Also, I wanted to show you, we ended up getting 2 here of the let me check what date this is. I think it's 1964 D. Okay, and if you see here, that D is how it's supposed to look for a 1964 D, and there is a repunch mint mark. So we ended up getting a 64 D repunch mint mark. Very happy with that one. Can't be mad about that at all. On that left one there, you can see actually on the bottom left, which on the Errors and Varieties book actually talks about it being at the southwest of the D. So that was a previous D punched mint mark, and then they went ahead and punched another D on top of it. So definitely happy to find that. Cannot be upset with that whatsoever. In total for this $50 penny and $200 nickel hunt, we ended up getting 2 Indian head pennies, 2 pennies with wheat errors, with errors, DDO and a repunch mint mark, 30 or so wheat pennies, hundreds of 90% copper pennies, 2 nickels for our collection book, including that beautiful semi-key date 1949S right there. And then, of course, we have the 1964D repunch mint mark here. And then we've got 2 2009 nickels, 2 nickels from the 30s, plenty of 40s and 50s nickels. Unfortunately, no buffaloes, but that's how it goes sometimes. You try to hope for like 1 a box or something like that, but unfortunately, that's not really how it goes. Anywho, so please go ahead and subscribe, join the Silver Squad, look for future awesome coin hunt videos from us. It really helps us get motivated to create more videos for you guys. Hit that like button, and remember, all coins matter.